Alright guys, welcome back. It's another bow shooting video with a little added video in this. So stick around. I'm about to show you guys my nephew Rhett and my brother Dylan went out this last weekend on their property in Arkansas, and Rhett put the smoke show down on a nice buck. Stick around, I'm going to do some more shooting. I'm also going to climb up in the saddle stand today and shoot out of it. But yeah, we're just looking at tightening up that pattern. I adjusted the sight. I think I got to do a little more, but we should be good after that. But yeah, check out Rhett's video. Here it is.
Morning, folks. It is October 27th, Sunday morning. Me and Rhett hunted last night. Didn't see a deer at all, did we? No. Nothing. We're just hunting a blind down behind the house. We're going to take the gun and the crossbow. He really wants to shoot one with his crossbow, but big enough buck comes in, we're going to let the smoke pole eat, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so stay tuned with us. I'm trying to be quiet. Mom's still sleeping, and we'll get back to you.
I just shot an 8-point with my crossbow, and we're about to go find it. We let it sit for over 2 hours, and it should be dead by now, so hopefully we find it.
Wish us luck.
The deer came right by this little stump, about 20 yards, and I shot him right in the shoulder.
We think it was a good shot, but we're going to do some tracking and go slow. He ran right by his rubbing tree.
I see a belly. Keep looking, Rhett. Look up. No, not up, literally. Look up.
You see that deer up there?
No.
Turn around and look at Mom and give her a thumbs up.
You see it?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
First bow kill?
First kill with a bow.
Even though we had the muzzleloader in the blind with us,
Uh-huh.
we decided to go ahead and use the bow. Proud of you. Mama's proud of you. He didn't run how far? 75 yards? That's a pretty good first bow kill, Bubba.
I know.
You're lucky little bugger, you know that?
I know. Look at his antlers, though.
Broke off. Maybe he's a fighter.
That's probably what those rubs are from.
There's definitely some rubs in there, ain't there? Your nephew got it done. Dang. with the crossbow too. Dang. Yeah.
Sweet.
We've been trying. Yeah, 50 yards behind the house.
Look at them big, strong muscles.
This weekend I get 3 days to hunt.
I think you should be done. Give Mom and Dad a chance.
You can't hunt in youth season. I'm just gonna try to harvest a doe to donate it.
That'd be nice.
That's what we did last year.
Who do we thank for all of this?
God.
He's good, isn't he?
You gonna put him in the truck for us?
I'm going back in.
Come on. All right, Mama. You're gonna have to hand it to me up here.
All right, be back in a minute.
Now you're gonna have to get a new truck, man.
That was an awesome video. Like I said, Rhett put the freaking hammer down on that buck, and super pumped for him. We're gonna get going. We're at 30 right now. I'm gonna see if I can get just that tight pattern. I'm gonna have to scoot the bow over, or the sight over just a hair, I think, because yesterday, even after adjusting it, I was still like barely off. I'm gonna shoot like 2 and see what it's looking like and then adjust. But I think we're getting a lot better and about ready for Kansas. That's about where I need. Let me shoot one more. Might be alright right here. Pretty sure this is right at 30 like I was saying. Yeah, 29.9. Right on the money. Let's go take a gander at that. I don't need to scoot it over. Maybe I scooted it over too much yesterday. I mean, if we could all just be like that. Today, when I adjusted the sight, was so tight. I mean, it was still over to the right a little. It was so tight I cut off one of my fletchings, right, like the last shot. I adjusted it a little more because I thought it needed to come over, and I think I did it too much because now it's shooting a hair to the left. Try it a few more times. Yeah, hair to the left. All right, let's do that real fast. We're gonna adjust it real quick. Get me an Allen set. Oh, wrong way. I'm sure most of you guys know, but if your bow is shooting a little to the right, you want to move your sight to the right. Follow where the arrows are going to move it the opposite way. Okay, so that should be a little bit more to the left, which is the way it's shooting. See how that does. Also, I figured out I was gripping wrong. I got that adjusted, so kind of gripping a little better now. It does make things a little bit easier. That was dead on. I think we got it about perfect. I was shaking. That was not bad. It's the train's fault. I shot down that last one. Alright, let's go check it out. The very first one was bad. The third one I shot was high because I was shaking pretty hard, but the last three were perfect. Or the second and the last two were perfect. Oh yeah. These two are definitely me. That's money. I moved it about where I need it. Let's do 6 more at 30, and then we're gonna do 6 at 40, maybe 12 at 40. And then at 50, and then I'm gonna crawl up in the saddle stand like I said and do 20 out of the saddle. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hang on. Money, money. Whew. I'm ashamed of that one. That one was bad. Don't judge me. That doesn't help. Turn that on freaking mute for a second. Alright. I know one of those is terrible, so. Just great, but better. Don't even look at this one. Don't look at that one. Take that one out. Alright. That's not anything to do with the bow. That's all me. So now we're just going to move to 40, keep shooting, and keep practicing. I'm at 19% battery. The other battery's charging. Should be fine. Money. I'm gonna say 3 out of those 6 were no good. I mean, probably still a dead deer, but not where we want them. I don't even want to show you guys this. Quick show, and then we're reshooting. Whoop! Oh, it's terrible. Again at 40. Practice makes perfect. That's what I keep telling myself. I can tell I'm getting freaking like wore out like crazy just after like 30, what am I shot? 32 shots. So we're gonna go check these out. I don't think they're terrible. I mean, they're a little all over the place, we're looking for that tight pattern, but it's not a tight pattern, I can tell you that for sure. I'm not gonna sit here and say this won't kill a deer, but it's not a tight pattern. The first one I knew I shot high, boop, but the rest, I mean, aren't terrible. A little low and a little to the right. I think that's me. I don't think that's the sight. Shooting at 50 now. Long 50. Have to stand up under the house just a hair. 49.8. Hate when I notice things a little loose. Always having to tighten stuff up on this old bow. Didn't look too shabby. I really can't see that far down there, so I don't know how good it really was. Ooh, that one was low. That was low. I'm gonna say most of those for a 50-yard shot ain't too shabby. I know that one was pretty dang low. Other than that, I think they were pretty good. So let's go check them out. Tell me why I just shot better at 50 than I did at freaking 40 and maybe even 30. Like I said, the first shot was terribly low, or maybe that was the second shot. But the others, I mean, those are dead deer, boys. We still want it tighter, but that's where the practice comes in. So we're gonna keep practicing. Now I'm gonna jump in that saddle stand. Like I said, I'm gonna shoot at 15 or 20 out of the saddle. I got a straight up and down tree over here that I usually shoot out of my saddle, but I'm trying to kind of make it a little more realistic on, am I always gonna have a straight up and down tree? No, I'm not. So I'm gonna put this one, or my saddle, I'm gonna hang up right in there. I'm gonna shoot it at 15 or 20, whatever this is. I'm gonna shoot 6 or 12 times and call it a day. I really like this setup. Oh no, it's rain. It's gonna take me a minute to get back down. I'm gonna try to shoot pretty quick and get down out of this thing. It's at 15. Alrighty. Camera a little wet, but let's go check out that grouping. It's looking pretty good from here. Oh yeah, that's a dead deer all day at 20, 15, 20. If anybody's wondering what saddle stand that is, that's the tethered lockdown. I think they renamed it. I'm not too sure, but it was the lockdown saddle, and I love it. It's freaking comfortable as crap. I can literally sit all day. Last year in Kansas, I sat all day, probably 3 days in a row in that thing. That's a grouping right there. That's what we're looking for. Alright guys, well that's a wrap on another bow shoot. I hope you guys enjoyed Rhett's deer hunt. Pretty sweet hunt. I know he's super pumped, and Dylan said he's already ready to get back out there again, so that's awesome. Once he starts his own YouTube channel, we'll shout him out on here. I sure did hit my freaking other fletching, cut my fletching. I don't know if you can see it. I know I thought I skimmed it. Golly, I'm just getting too good, I guess. We're getting better. Practice makes perfect, and I think we're where we need to be, really. I mean, we could always be better, but we're pretty much where we need to be for Kansas, so super excited about heading up there in the next week and a half. Not this Friday, but next Friday we're leaving. Today's Wednesday. What is today? Today's October 29th. We're getting there. We're getting pretty close, and it's gonna be an exciting hunt. Hopefully Will, Marcus, Cody, and Wade are all ready to go. I know Cody's been shooting, Will and Marcus have been hunting. Wade's still working, so I don't know if he's been able to be shooting or not. But Will's on a good buck right now. Marcus does too, but Will was at 40 yards the other day. Thought it was gonna get closer. Ended up not coming any closer and took off. So it's out there. He's gonna get a shot at it. Hopefully this weekend he'll put it on the ground. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribing, and see you on the next one.